Hi, my name is Edward Fernandez, and I am President and CEO of 1031 Crowdfunding. We're here to talk about DSTs and what are the expenses associated with a DST, but let's first describe what a DST is. Well, DSTs, per the IRS, have been around since 2004, directly on the IRS website as an option for an exchange. And to try to keep it as simple as possible, you can really think about a DST as a living or family trust. The reason why, there's a trustee managing a trust for the beneficiaries of the trust. In this case, when you decide to invest in a DST, you become a beneficial owner of a trust that's on title of real property. It's as simple as that. What do the fees look like? Let's kind of change the word fees. Let's use the term load, something that is put on top of that is heavy. When it comes to the load, there are fees in the load, but the load is not all fees. Here's why. Component number one, capital expenses. In a DST, you can't have capital calls. So we can't call you and ask you for more money if the roof is leaking or an air conditioning unit is breaking. So how does the sponsor maintain or improve the property over time if we can't ask you for more money? Well, we have to front load CapEx. Example, $20 million property, let's say it's apartment building. And we anticipate it's going to be $100,000 a year to maintain or improve the property, and we target to hold it for 10 years. Well, that's $1 million, right? Well, even though I bought it for $20 million, it's got to be offered to you for $21 million, and that extra million has to be pulled out into a reserve account, and that is what is being used over time to maintain or improve the property for you. Well, in that example, that's a 5% load. Notice I'm not using the term fee because that $1 million is going into the real estate. So that's one side of the load. So if I'm going to put up $20 million as a sponsor, I don't know if you or any other investor is going to want to invest in this thing. I may have to keep it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to protect my interest by doing an appraisal, a title, a survey, a property condition report. I'm going through all the due diligence. I'm hiring the lawyers to go through the purchase and sale agreement between me and the seller. And then I got to create the DST. I paid for all that, right? So that's part of the load. And then there's an acquisition fee and a commission. So let's say that's another 5%. So this example, that's a 10% load. Even though I've purchased it for $20 million, I've got to offer it to you for $22 million. But here's the misconception when it comes to a DST. If you invest $1 million, I don't want you coming away with thinking $100,000 is coming right off the top of it and you're only investing with $900,000. That's not how it works. Remember, you have bought a piece of real estate in this example for $22 million. Well, it's only worth 20 today. Well, because you paid $22 million, you've paid for all the fees and the expenses associated with the opportunity. So if you invest $1 million, you're getting credit for your full $1 million. If it's paying you 6%, you're getting $60,000 a year or $5,000 a month. So how does that upfront load affect you? Well, it doesn't affect you at the buy, it does affect you on the sale. Remember, you bought a piece of real estate today for $22 million, it's only worth 20. So we got to make sure, and the sponsor needs to make sure, that over time the real estate goes from 20 million to 22 million before entertaining a sale. So at a minimum, the principal is protected. What does the platform offer? Well, the platform offers a tremendous amount of inventory, arguably the largest inventory of DSTs in the country. It also provides you all the ways that you need to do your own due diligence, but we're here to help you. In addition to that, it helps you create your own mini mutual fund and diversify. So I would encourage you to visit the platform. You can actually give us a call at 844-533-1031 or go to www.1031crowdfunding.com.